Everything changed the moment international music critics started paying attention to SB19. Not local reactors, not casual listeners. Real international critics. The same people who analyze global superstars, break down hit songs, and decide which artists are truly ready for the world stage. But here's the part that shocked fans even more. SB19 didn't avoid those reviews. They sat down, watched them in real time, listened to every compliment, every criticism, every opinion, and reacted to all of it openly. And honestly, once you watch those moments closely, you realize this story is much bigger than music reviews. Because you're not just watching artists react to feedback anymore. You're watching the mindset of a group preparing for something global. The confidence, the pressure, the discipline, the emotional control, it all becomes visible. And suddenly, one question starts taking over the internet. Is SB19 already operating at a level the world still hasn't fully recognized yet? Before international critics ever reviewed SB19, something important had to happen first. Attention had to be earned, because critics who analyze global music don't randomly pick artists to discuss. They respond to momentum, and SB19 built that momentum slowly, strategically, and consistently. They stayed active with releases, improved their performance quality year after year, and became deeply involved in writing and producing their own music. Then songs like Go Up started introducing them to wider audiences. MAPA connected emotionally with listeners around the world, and Gento exploded with a sound that immediately felt global. But the real turning point came when Bazinga reached #1 on Billboard's Hot Trending Songs chart. That wasn't just another achievement, it was a signal that people far outside the Philippines were starting to pay serious attention. And once that signal became loud enough, international critics started listening too. What makes these reviews so fascinating is how often critics enter with one expectation and leave with a completely different opinion. Most expect polished pop music with choreography and visuals. But almost immediately, something else grabs their attention: the vocals. Critics constantly highlight SB19's vocal discipline and emotional control. Not just good singing, but intentional performance. They notice the clean harmonies, the smooth transitions between rap and melody, and the way emotion is carried through the voice itself. In songs like MAPA, the vocals become the emotional core of the experience. There's softness where it's needed, power where it matters, and balance throughout. Some critics even compare their vocal coordination to globally respected groups like BTS and EXO because of how precisely multiple voices blend together. But another quality makes SB19 stand apart. Their vocals still carry a slightly raw emotional edge. They don't sound overly robotic or overproduced. And strangely, that imperfection makes the music feel more human, more honest, more real. Critics notice that immediately. Then comes the songwriting, another area that surprises international reviewers. Many expect surface-level pop songs, but SB19's music often carries emotional depth and personal storytelling. Their songs talk about family, sacrifice, pressure, identity, ambition, and struggle. MAPA became an emotional tribute to parents and gratitude. Nyebe explored vulnerability and reflection. Ilaw focused on finding light during difficult moments. Once critics understand the meaning behind these songs, their entire perspective shifts. They stop seeing SB19 as just performers and start recognizing them as artists with something meaningful to say. And in today's global music industry, emotional connection matters more than ever. People don't only support artists because of visuals anymore. They support authenticity. They support stories that feel real. And SB19 understands that. The production quality also catches critics off guard. Tracks like Gento immediately sound international. The production feels sharp, aggressive, modern, and globally competitive. Critics often point out influences from hip-hop and trap music. But what stands out most is that SB19 never sounds like they're desperately trying to copy Western trends. Instead, They sound like artists who fully understand global sounds and know how to use them on their own terms. That difference matters. Many artists lose their identity while chasing international attention. SB19 absorbs global influences while still sounding unmistakably like themselves. And critics respect that balance. But the most interesting part begins after the reviews are uploaded, because SB19 actually watches them. And their reactions quietly reveal why their rise feels different from so many others. At first, there's always humor. They joke with each other, laugh when one member gets praised too much, and keep the mood relaxed. Their chemistry feels natural and genuine. But then the tone slowly changes. They begin listening carefully to every detail the critic mentions. They explain why certain creative choices were made. They talk about how songs were recorded, why specific vocal styles were chosen, and what emotions they wanted listeners to feel. And that's when viewers realize something important. SB19 does not treat music casually. Every line, every sound, every transition is carefully considered. Then comes the final layer of their reactions: gratitude. And honestly, this may be the most powerful part of all. You can genuinely see how thankful they are when international critics understand their music emotionally. They don't act entitled to global praise. They don't behave like success is guaranteed. Instead, they still react with humility, almost surprised that people from different cultures are connecting with their work so deeply. That sincerity becomes impossible to fake. In an industry where confidence often turns into arrogance, SB19 still carries the energy of artists who remember exactly where they came from. What makes this even more impressive is how SB19 handles criticism. Not every review is fully positive. Some critics say the production can feel too heavy, while others feel the group is still shaping a clear global identity. But instead of getting defensive, SB19 listens, learns, and grows from it. That mindset is rare, and it's one of the biggest reasons they keep evolving so fast. Because global success is not only about talent anymore, it's about adaptability. The artists who survive internationally are the ones willing to improve without losing themselves. And every time SB19 reacts to criticism, you can almost see that evolution happening in real time. They're not trying to prove they're perfect. They're trying to become better. That difference changes everything. And maybe that's why their rise feels so powerful right now. Because many artists dream about global recognition, but not every artist is emotionally prepared for global critique. The world stage comes with pressure, comparison, and non-stop judgment. Every weakness gets analyzed. Every mistake becomes visible. Some artists collapse under that pressure. Others avoid it completely. But SB19 walks directly into it. They listen, they adapt, they improve. And instead of letting criticism damage them, they use it to sharpen themselves even more. That's why they're not just rising anymore. They're evolving. And honestly, that evolution may be the most dangerous thing about them. Because once artists combine talent, discipline, emotional intelligence, adaptability, and authenticity, they stop feeling like trends. They start becoming movements. And right now, it feels like the global music industry is slowly realizing that SB19 may represent something much bigger than just another successful Ppop group. Maybe the world hasn't fully realized it yet, but one thing is clear: SB19 isn't trying to earn a place on the global stage anymore. They're already owning it.